testifying Wittich illegally coordinated his campaign with a secretive web of conservative political groups. So back in November, voters rejected a construction bond for a new Lewis and Clark County detention center. Wednesday, county officials told a gathering of business professionals are considering converting all 3 floors of the law enforcement center into detention space to relieve overcrowding at the jail. And in Billings on Wednesday, law enforcement stopped and arrested a man who was driving a stolen car and is believed to be linked to a number of attempted thefts in the area. Police have not yet identified the man, who refused to provide his name, and there's still more details to be released. The Montana Energy Conference 2016 continued today at the Radisson Hotel in Billings. The phrase most overheard was riding out the storm. Oil and gas and coal industries' combined challenges set the tone for the first full day of the 3-day conference organized by Senator Steve Daines. A Census Bureau ranking of counties by growth rates puts Gallatin County at 24th in the nation. Montana's Richland County was the only other county in the state to join Gallatin on the Census Bureau's top 100 ranking. They're at 31. Montana's top law enforcement officer, Attorney General Tim Fox, is being credited with subduing an apparently intoxicated man who Billings police say was throwing punches at bystanders on Tuesday night in Billings. Following the first day of the Montana Energy Conference, 34-year-old David Carpenter was held to the ground until police could respond. He was held to the ground by Attorney General Tim Fox. And that's the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, presented by the Billings Extreme football team. Billings Extreme, X-T-R-E-M-E, billingsextreme.com, kicking off their first game of the season. Dayless Wendy's Field, Saturday at 2 p.m.
All kinds of blinds at Billings, 35. Beautiful day today. Top Sandwich Company. Expand a look at the forecast. Log on to livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button there at the homepage. The forecast on the show from Top Sandwich Company in Billings, locally owned, Tucker Veldkamp, local owner, no franchising. It's across from Shopco off of King Avenue West. Top's Sandwich Company.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
And the What's Going On segment from Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection at bighorninspection.com. The Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA is coming up. The day is Saturday, April 30th from 11 to 2. The Billings Family YMCA. They'll have the Wolves there signing autographs. There's no joiner's fees for that day. And a $50 coupon off of campus and lots of fun activities to do. It is free as well at the Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA, again, April 30th, the Billings Family YMCA downtown. Also, April 30th is the annual Walk MS in Billings at the St. John's campus off of Shiloh. Walk begins at 10 a.m. And the Walk Rain or Shine for the MS Walk. Again, that's coming up on April 30th. The Chamber Breakfast is coming up on Thursday, the 31st of March, 7 to 9 at Metro Park. And tickets for tables, you can call and see if there's any tables left for $450. And there's single seating available. Contact the Billings Chamber as Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger will be the keynote speaker at this year's Chamber Breakfast. Billings Chamber is 245-4111 in Billings. The Laurel Urban Renewal Agency is seeking business applicants for improvements in the city's downtown tax increment financing district. If you want to know more, contact Laurel City Planner Noel Eaton, 628-4796, 406-628-4796. And Girl Scout cookie season has been going on for about a month and a half, and booth sales continue through the 17th of April. Expect delivery on your Girl Scout cookies in April. And don't forget, the Billings Library will host a retirement planning program for adults and older adults on April 1st. It's coming Friday. The program will be held in the Billings Public Library Community Room from 3:30 to 5 p.m. at the Billings Public Library. You can call 657-8255. And that's what's going on. From Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com.
Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings. The Athlete's Foot, Jay.
Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio. We also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
Yeah, I know. No, that's cool. I was announcing the Billings Wolves on field the other night, and two young adults says, "Hey, cool Jordans. Where can I go to get those?" I said, "Jay, the athlete's foot in Billings is the Jordan King."
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, and I'm talking no one living large, Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They just happen to be out of Europe. Believe it or not, this planet is big. Check them out, Intersport. They got us the account. We're number one.
I wear the books. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, living large, Larry. Keep it up. Go Billings Wolves. Love it that we got that football back in town. You need great shoes, you know where to come. 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot.
And the Athlete's Foot on Facebook, too. Don't forget about Facebook, the Athlete's Foot on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot, Billings MT. Check us out.
If you're interested in learning the current value of your home, then call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. 406-690-5902. Amber Gustanis, and her service area includes not just Billings, but Lockwood, Laurel, Joliet, Roberts, Red Lodge, Columbus, and more. Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers, 406-690-5902.
Search out the new football league in Billings.
Remember the Laurel Loco Express from the RMFL League last year, the year before? Now moved to Billings, renamed, rebranded, the Billings Extreme with Ken Blankenship, and he has a season lined up. And the season begins April 2nd. They'll play home games at Dela Stadium, a great family, fun-filled events. Check out the new Extreme Football Extreme, the Billings Extreme, XTREME. You can search them out on Facebook. Our replay of segments on livinlargelarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
And Judge Russell Fagg with this. I guess, are you the man in charge of this year's Mayor's Prayer Breakfast then, Russ?
Yes, I am. We've got a great committee, but I'm kind of heading it up.
You know, and I was thinking before I called you up today to talk a little bit about this, is I think that this is perfect timing for a prayer breakfast. I know it's modeled after the annual National Prayer Breakfast in D.C., but there's a lot going on.
You know, there's always a good time for prayer, but it does seem like our community, our state, and even our nation are in a particularly tough position. And so you're right, Larry. I think this is a great time for a prayer breakfast.
What is the purpose of the annual Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, and how many years has it been going on in Billings?
Believe it or not, it's been going on since 1960. So we're over 55 years now, and looks like, basically what we're looking for, Larry, is two things. We want to pray for the community, and we're going to have 5 or 6 people pray for the community, whatever God puts on their heart. And we really believe in the power of prayer, and we believe some significant things happen out of that. And then second, we have a message about Jesus. It's just an invitation hopefully very gracious and very gentle, just about Jesus. This year we have a great speaker named Doug Burley, who headed up Young Life nationally for a number of years, and so we're excited to have him join us.
And Mayor Tom Handel, I know him very well, and he's always been a very spiritual man, too.
Yes, he has, and he's been a huge supporter of the prayer breakfast. We are so pleased that we have Mayor Tom Handel here in Billings and a man of prayer who's leading our city.
Give us the bullet points as to where it is, what time it is, and maybe some price points on some of the ticket prices, Judge.
It's at the Northern Hill Hotel on Monday, April 11th. Doors open at 6. Breakfast will be served at 6:30. The program will start at 7. We'll conclude at 8 o'clock. And the price of a ticket is $22.50 for single tickets. What we really want people to do is buy a table, captain a table for $160 for a table of 8, so that would be $20 a ticket. And if they want to go ahead and get a ticket, I can give a telephone number or a website, whichever you would prefer.
How about both? That'd be great, Russ.
The telephone number is Joan Carr, 670-3679. To order them online, you go to MontanaFriendsInFellowship.com. That's kind of a long one. MontanaFriendsInFellowship.com, all lowercase.
I'd love to have you shout out to any sponsors that are helping you guys out with this year's Mayor's Prayer Breakfast.
You know, we have the Montana Family Foundation, and they're really our only sponsor. They've contributed a little bit of money to help out. But mainly we just have some great people in the community, some people that probably you might know, Jay Pritchard, Fred Hine, Joan Carr, Kathy Claxton, Vicki Miller, and Nancy Swanson are all on the committee helping out.
All right, and the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast is coming up Monday, April 11th, again at the Northern Hotel. And there you go, Judge Russell Fagg. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Livin Large. We sure appreciate your help.
All right, we'll see you around town, sir.
You bet. Stay well.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
For a nice weekend weather-wise in Billings, Montana, we have coming up our forecast on the show from Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco off of King Avenue West in Billings. Tucker Veldkamp, local owner. No franchising here. Tops Sandwich Company. And be part of their 5 to 8 p.m. Tops Sandwich Company happy hour as well. $5 sandwiches. Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco off King in Billings. 70 for Saturday and Sunday after a 60-degree high day on Friday today. And even glancing into next week, looks nice between 60 and 70 from Monday through next Friday. Looking ahead at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button. Forecast on the show. From Top Sandwich Company, locally owned, across from Shopco off of King Avenue West in Billings. You'll love the chips with every order. Tops Sandwich Company. No franchising here.
A true coupon book, a coupon magazine, and it's actually the size that you can actually read through and see what's offered and see the prices. Practical couponing with Hometown Values Savings Magazine. And maybe you've seen it. It comes through the mail to your house. Don't toss it. There's the Hometown Values magazine for each section of Billings and Laurel. Look for it. Hometown Values Savings Magazine, and the most recent issues have been mailed to you. Check them out. Give them a try. Hometown Values.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
The Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com from the Billings Extreme new outdoor football team. Their first game of the season, by the way, is tomorrow, April 2nd at Dallas, Wendy's Field. 1 o'clock gates, 2 o'clock kickoff. BillingsExtreme.com. XTREME. That's how you spell that. Verizon will start charging customers $20 to upgrade their phones starting April 4th. We gather some of our material for news from KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette. The fee's going to apply virtually every time a customer upgrades to a new phone. Whether customers are or buying the phone outright from Verizon, sign up for the carrier's device payment plans, or even purchase the phone through Apple's upgrade program. Previously, Verizon had only charged upgrade fees to customers still under a 2-year contract, a $40 fee, by the way, which remains in place. The only way for customers to avoid the upgrade fee is if they buy the phone from somewhere place else, like Amazon or Best Buy or an Apple store. So expect that coming up on Monday. Billings officials said Thursday the early morning fire at Rose Park Pool Building was intentionally set. The fire caused an estimated $200,000 in damage, according to police and fire officials in Billings. The blaze damaged the concessions area, women's locker room, and attic. If you have information about the fire, please call Crime Stoppers at 245-6660, or get hold of the Billings Police Detective Division. The Billings Extinguishing Systems Technology Incorporated building, that's the fire safety building, they were hit by arson as well. It was broke into and set on fire. According to the owner, the person who did it had to take the bars off the window. He adds, they then broke in and stole money out of the business safe before setting the building on fire. The owner of the building says the offices inside are completely burned. The Billings Fire Department says the estimated cost of the damage is around $100,000. Then a third fire was reported at about 5:45 on Thursday morning. Firefighters responded to an empty field south of 1147 Orchard Lane where a car was on fire. A fire marshal's news release said investigators later determined a person threw a straw bale inside the car and used it to ignite the fire. The blaze caused minor smoke and heat damage. The financial loss about $5,000, but the car was insured. And that's the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, presented to you by the new football team, new outdoor football team, the Billings Extreme. They kick off tomorrow, Dayless Wendy's Field, 2 p.m. against Great Falls. BillingsExtreme.com. Extreme is spelled Xtreme.
Livin Large Larry Live.
All kinds of blinds locally here in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com, for mini blinds or the Roman shades. If you want to see a variety of vertical blinds that will fit in your home or your business, then Bobby Gray and All Kinds of Blinds is the answer. All kinds of blinds, mt.com. Check out the Starbucks in the Heights, Starbucks on Grand, for the work that Bobby Gray has done with all kinds of blinds at their locations. A couple of Taco Treat locations on Grand and Heights as well. Fred's Appliance is one of the most recent jobs done by Bobby Gray. And all kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com. Our replay of segments on livinlargelarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage, downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage.
Ken Blankenship with us, head coach, and much more for the brand new outdoor football team for Billings, the Billings Extreme. Before you get into extreme talk, Ken, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And I know you well enough, know you're not going to like to do this, but I do need you to talk about yourself. Ken Blankenship, I mean, Hall of Fame, coach, football scout, and extraordinaire. What do you do for a real job, seriously?
Well, I work for air controls. I do residential heating and air conditioning.
And you find time to do that, but talk about your football career. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer.
2 times, yeah. I've been very fortunate. I've had some really good people around me, and that's ultimately what's helped me be successful.
We'll talk about why you're in the Hall of Fame and a little bit about your football background and your scouting adventures and your coaching as well.
Well, I this is my 28th year coaching. I've coached every level from the little bitty guys, Pop Warner guys, all the way up to college and arena football. I've been what really got me into the Hall of Fame more is my community outreach work that I did for kids. And I was with the Arizona Cardinals for 5 years in their youth development. Did a lot of youth clinics and coaches clinics and things like that for them, and then on my own. And I've been involved with scouting at the arena levels for about 7 years total, and just doing my thing. I just love football, so that's just what I do.
That's a passion and a love of yours. And just some history. Let's see, we've had for outdoor football, we've had in most recent years, the Billings Bullets. You had the Laurel Locos last year in Laurel, which was a fine team for a couple of years, and that was great to watch.
Yeah. I did coach with the Bullets back in 2013. We were very successful. It was the most successful year they've had. We went 7-1. Lost in the first round of the playoffs in Idaho, and Idaho football is a lot different than Montana football.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But anyway, we were very successful in that, and then the following year, due to players really pushing, they wanted me to start my own team, and I went ahead and bit the bullet and did that, and we went out to Laurel, and we had great fan base out there. We had much success. We hosted the first ever championship game at this level of football, and they've had this level of football here in Billings since the early 90s.
Yeah, you played in a great stadium in Laurel as well.
Oh my goodness, we loved it out there. It was great. It wasn't, for us moving forward, we spent 2 years out there and 2 seasons, and for us moving forward, it just wasn't cost effective for us to be out there. And, we felt like since Billings football was kind of gone for a year, it gave us an opportunity to move back and play in Dallas. Dallas is a great stadium too. They just put new lights out. They're getting ready to do a new scoreboard, and I mean they've got some pretty cool things going out there. So
a little known fact about me that maybe you know, but back in the Billings Bullets days, I was part of the initial kickoff meeting. They voted my name, the Billings Bullets, as the choice for the team.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. I've done my research, man. That's one thing I'm very big on is preparation. My favorite quote of all times is, "I'm cocky in prediction, confident in my preparation, and humble in victory or defeat."
Oh, I love that. About the first of the year, you and I were talking, and you had your mind set totally on scouting, and then I see a release a couple of months later that you're going back into coaching. That's my boy Ken.
Yeah, I wasn't going to coach this year, but with the way that the league, the RMFL split, and with the way that it was restructured, it kind of benefited us a little bit in terms of our travel and things like that. And then plus with a couple of new Montana teams in, it just made it a little more appealing to me. And then on top of that, I've got my players that were just absolutely wanting to do it, and nobody else was stepping up. So I just decided last minute that I'll go ahead and do it.
Ken Blankenship's head of the new Billings Extreme. Let's talk about the Extreme, playing at Dallas. When does the season start, and how do we get to look at your brand new logo? I saw the copies of your logo. Man, it is hot. It's sharp looking logo, the Extreme.
Yeah, our uniforms are very much. I mean, they're top notch. It's a great color concept, great logos. I mean, it's just we're going to look good. And like I said, if you look good, you play good.
That's right.
So
yeah.
I tell my guys we're going to be the best looking team out there for sure. So our season kicks off April 2nd. It's a 2 p.m. kickoff. The gates open at 1. We are going to honor our military at the first game, playing Great Falls, who are always great competitors, and they have a lot of servicemen on their team, and we have servicemen, so we try to do the Military Appreciation Day when we play those guys. So first out of the gate, that's what we have going on, and that's, like I said, it's a 1 o'clock gate opens, 2 o'clock kickoff, and we're going to have some vendors out there, and just a good time overall. Good family fun, very, very inexpensive.
Over at Dallas Stadium in Billings, looking forward to it, the Billings Extreme. And you get how many home games and how many away games?
4 home, 4 away. Actually, we'll have 5 home games because we are going to host a playoff game here, without a doubt. We've never traveled since I've been coaching out here. We've never traveled in the playoffs, so that's that's the cocky part of me.
All right, talk about the league that you're in with the Extreme. What is the league called?
Rocky Mountain Football League, and we have teams from Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. So we're split up into 4 different three. There's There's 2 divisions, a north and a south, and then but we've got 4 different conferences. So we're two conferences, 4 divisions, I should say.
You know, and you can't get enough football in Montana, let alone Billings and the surrounding towns. I mean, Huntley's big in football, and all the surrounding communities, Columbus and Red Lodge and all over Billings. So you really can't have enough football. And I recall last year, you guys, the Laurel Locos, had a scrimmage game. Correct me if I'm wrong, with the Billings Wolves, the IFL.
Well, that was my I had a couple of my guys from the Loco Express on that team, but that was my scouting team. So we kind of travel around and do these games with these pro teams as a tune-up for them, and then it's also a showcase for my players. So with my scouting company, I work with 11 different indoor leagues. Mm-hmm. And we try to get guys from the minor league levels signed, and now this summer we're starting the high school side of it. So we're going to be running combines all over the country, starting in late June, early July. We're going to start running all of our high school combines to help these kids at the high school level, get good film on of their athletic ability, and then with our relationship and connections in the college levels, we're able to help some of these college teams find kids that they would never hear from, or never see, because they're not in that area or whatever the case is. So,
all right, Ken Blankenship with the Billings Extreme, April 2nd, Dayla Stadium, and we need some contact details for you.
Don't forget our website. I'm sorry. Don't forget our website.
We need that.
www.billingsextreme, and that's XTREME.com.
All right, Ken Blankenship, good stuff. Can't wait. Again, you can never have enough football in this area.
Amen.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, Larry. Have a good day, Larry.
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
All right, Chan the Man, Chandler Price, Chandler P. I watched this kid grow up. How old are you now, Chan?
I am 20 years old, living large.
Jeez. Man, since high school, you've done a lot with your life. Talk about a little bit about your career and how you got started in doing what you do, Chandler P. music and all.
Well, basically, when I started, it was more just my brother kind of influencing me on what, I wanted my music to sound like, kind of, and I didn't really get into it until I heard him start making it. So I was like, why not give this a shot? And, from there, it just kind of took to all my friends and built a small fan base and band, and kind of grew from there. And now we're out traveling, touring and everything, and staying in hotels and all that stuff. I have miles onto the car,
Yeah, living the dream. And I know, and Connor is actually a couple of years older than you, so you had a chance to actually learn from him, I guess, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're best friends, and he's my big brother. I always have love for him, and he has fantastic music. He has the other side of music that people don't really, they don't understand as much. As an artist myself and being his big brother, it's really cool to hear his side of the music,
Yeah, well, the growth of Chandler P. I mean, Bend is your base, and you got a great fan base there. Of course, you grew up in Bend, but now you're on the road. From your first tour to present time, and you're heading to Billings here at the Rail Yard coming up this Sunday. But from when you started to where you are today, how has the growth affected you and your growing team that you have with you?
The people I have with me, I've grown up with, lots of people surrounding me, and these are the kind of people that I'd like to, bring on the road with me. They keep me on my toes. They make sure to make the mood light all the time and make sure I'm not taking everything too seriously, but also we do get work done, and we have to make sure that we're very disciplined about waking up, getting on the road, doing all this stuff, and making sure we sound good to the audience, our fans, and the new people that are hopefully going to be fans after we're done performing.
Well, Carrie and I, and of course our boys, Bobby and Devin, we were in Bend, Oregon a couple of years ago until you guys performed. We had an absolute blast hanging with your mom and dad who came to the concert, and your little sister as well. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was not expecting you guys to have as much fun as you guys did, and you said you did. I'm really happy you guys came out and showed love and came with your two boys, who I absolutely miss right now.
Yeah, you'll see them when you get to Billings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, looking forward to it. April 3rd, Rail Yard. It's Chandler P. And who did you bring with you this time on the Westbound and Down tour?
The Westbound and Down tour includes my friends Dubs and F. As well as the locals out there, Jay and Craze, 5150, and my boy James Young. And, it's about to be a crazy show. There's going to be lots of energy, going to be hopefully packing out the venue. I'm just really excited to come down to Billings.
Glad to have you in town coming up on Sunday, April 3rd, Rail Yard, downtown Billings. And what time does Chandler P. go on stage?
I will hopefully be on around 10, but I think doors will be at 8. And, I've heard the music from the locals and stuff, and I absolutely love it. So if you got time to catch that, I would definitely suggest it.
Let's get some marketing out for Chandler P. Where can you find some of your music right now online?
You can follow me on SoundCloud. You can just search Chandler P. You can Google my name, Chandler P. But also, if you want to follow me on the road as far as what I'm posting, you can go to my Instagram and my Twitter at Chandler P Music, all one word. And yeah, everything will be there. Also, YouTube, you can find me on there. Search Chandler P. and I will be on there.
Give us not the whole tour dates, but after you leave Billings after April 3rd, where do you go the next couple of stops after your stop in Billings for the Westbound and Down tour?
We will be in L.A., Riverside,
cool.
And then we'll be up to Oregon for our last 5 dates. And I'll be headlining back in Bend, and I'm just really excited that we get to do this and travel through all these cities and meet new people.
I just can't believe that little Chandler Price, and when I knew Chandler, he was like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 years old. You had big, curly, blonde locks and stuff, and now you're a big showbiz star now.
Yeah, absolutely. We all got to go and find out what we love to do, and I'm glad I found it.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Chandler. Very proud of you in Billings. You've been to Billings many times to visit our boys. I keep calling them boys, but they're young men like you. But you have a fan base here in Billings. Looking forward to seeing you out here. Rail Yard is Sunday, April 3rd with Chandler P. and his friends on the Westbound and Down tour. Looking forward to it, sir.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, Chandler P. We'll see you this weekend.
All right.
Livin Large Larry Live.
Mel Barber with us, the outreach coordinator with the Downtown Billings Alliance, and talk about the Downtown Billings Alliance and the Spare Change for Real Change, the program in itself. First, if you would, Mel.
You bet. So Spare Change for Real Change is Downtown Billings' education, awareness, and granting program, and that helps to raise funds to alleviate homelessness, poverty, and addiction in Billings.
And how long has it been around?
Oh, goodness. It's been around since 2005, I believe. And to date, we've actually been able to raise close to $80,000 towards really focused and effective efforts. Yes.
Fantastic. 7th annual Purple K in downtown Billings, and that is coming up on Sunday. Talk about that event.
Yeah, so the Purple 5K is on Sunday, April 3rd, and all the proceeds from this race go to Spare Change for Real Change. And it starts on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. up at Grandview Park. So it's that little triangle park below the university by St. V's.
And is the registration still going on now? Can we register in advance of the race or the run?
Online registration closed last night, but if someone's still wanting to run, they can register on Friday at the Downtown Billings office, which is downtown next to the Pita Pit on 2nd Avenue, or they could even register the morning of the race up at Grandview Park from 7:30 to 8:45.
And in addition to the Downtown Billings Alliance, of course, there's many more sponsors helping you guys out with this event. Talk about like Big Guy Barbecue, etc.
Absolutely. We have great sponsors this year. Our presenting main sponsor is Backcountry Chiropractic. They're awesome. We work with Terry Berry, and she's, a great chiropractor. Big Guy Barbecue is coming in, so every participant, when they're done with the race, will get a free meal from Big Guy Barbecue with their bib. And I don't know if you've had Big Guy Barbecue, but I think it's the best in town.
It's delicious, yes.
It's awesome. So, and he's also bringing out a lemonade stand. So we also got St. Vincent Healthcare doing big things for us as a sponsor. So, and, many, many more. There's Shields, Time Out Sports, Connoisseur Media, so the list goes on. But
and where do you pick the packets up? Can you pick those up on Friday?
You can pick those up on Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. At the Downtown Billings office. So it's 2815 2nd Avenue North, next to Pita Pit downtown. And you can also pick your packet up on race morning up at the park. So, and you can also catch a shuttle from downtown to the park on race morning. So if you park in Park 1 Parking Garage, which is on 3rd Avenue across from, I believe it's New Attitude Salon, you can catch the shuttle up to the park. So when you finish, you can just walk to your car.
All right, spare change for real change, 7th Annual Purple 5K. Mm-hmm. And let there be no mistake, it is not on Saturday, it is on Sunday, April 3rd.
It is on Sunday, April 3rd, and the weather is looking good, so it should be beautiful.
And it's going to be like 70 degrees, just so you know, Mel. All right.
Yeah, we're excited.
Mel Barber, Downtown Billings Alliance, the outreach coordinator. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Top Sandwich Company in Billings off of King Avenue West across from Shopco. Not a franchise. Top Sandwich Company. Tucker Veldkamp is the local owner. Check him out and be part of their 5 to 8 p.m. happy hour where sandwiches are $5. Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopco, and you'll love the chips. Comes with every order. What a nice weekend forecast on the way. 60 for this afternoon and then close to 70 for both Saturday and Sunday. And even looking into a good part of next week, things are shaping up between 60 and 70. And expand a look at the forecast. Log on to livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button there at the homepage. The forecast on the show from Top Sandwich Company in Billings. Locally owned, Tucker Veldkamp. Local owner, no franchising. It's across from Shopco off of King Avenue West. Top's Sandwich Company.
In the silence, I am waiting.